My name is Ronald, and I'm here to share my learning progress of the last Rust language. And it's been an exciting experience to be able to practice and also learn the basics of the last Rust language. So I built a simple simple program that can be able to showcase the learning progress that I share with you the Rust language. And basically, I built the hangman, a guessing word game called. And basically, what it does, I've learned to, since I normally also try to look for things to increase in my knowledge of learning, I try to say that I actually need a lot of explanations and so searching through different sites and codes to see what happened and why it happened. So I try to do my level best to include a lot of comments in my code for every step of the way, for every function, for every standard library, so that the person going through it can easily understand and then practice that same experience. And so this is, of course, on the left, this is my structure. I already have the readme.md file, which I'll show later. And then this is the main file. And as you can see, I'm using a couple standard libraries like this one for input and output, and then the collections to be able to give me a data structure, specific hash sets that I will use to be able to store characters that I know that I cannot have duplicates in them. And so basically what this does is that I have a secret word. That secret word, the person is going to be checking because that's what they are going to be guessing. And so what this program does is that I have the secret word, I have the guessed letters, which is data structure of a set, and so this is where I'll be keeping all that the player is going to be guessing, and then the items. I've given them 7 items. So every time they make a wrong choice, the code reduces the number of items, and finally, when the number of items run to 0, this while loop will stop, and then the player will be given a message that they guessed wrong, and then they will also be given the right word, which is the secret word. And so basically what it does, this code, as you can see, that I get the secret word and I create a current progress, and then I get the secret word and make an iterate out of it, and using the dot cows, and then get each of that character in the secret word, and I check if it is in the guest letter. So if it is in the guest letters, I'll return that character. If it is not, then I'll return an empty. This one I'll return that empty slash. And then I'll use the collect, this one, to be able to return that as a string. That means there are those dashes and then the letters that are in the guest letters. And so they are aligned in that format, as I'll be able to show. So this is basically my code. I also have this part here. This is where I get what the player is actually typing in. So I use this dot read line to modify the guess, and which is of course being modified by the input I'm taking from the keyboard from the user, and then The dot expect is there to help me, to help the player and the code make sure that if there is an error, they will to be printed. Have that error. The error might be perhaps if there was an input error, and perhaps maybe, for example, here, if the guest, the user puts in more than one character, I'll have to tell them no, it has to be a single letter, and then we try from the step I set up to that so that you can do what's right. So this is how the rest of the program goes. As I said, I check the letter, I insert it into the guest letters, and then if the guess is wrong, then I uh, reduce the number of attempts. And if it comes to see that the number of attempts is 0, the game is over. So basically, that's how the game, the code works. In this code, I'm focusing on data structure, planning to use data structures, specify the hash set, the loops, the variables, especially mutable variables, and also using standard libraries like input and output. And yeah, basically that is what I'm focusing on, of course, and error handling. And then this is my read.me file. I'll be able to adjust the YouTube link, which is video that there. So this is the development environment. I use Rust Package Manager, Visual Studio Code as my IDE, and then of course Rust Programming Language is the language for this. And these are of course the standard library I'm using for this project. And then I'll be able to learn more and go to visit these websites. And what I can add more to this program or this game is that I can, improve on the game, how it handles wrong inputs, and then maybe make the game more fun, adding just different levels, and then just make the user feel like they have done more, and then give them just those small gifts, to just keep the person excited. And so if you want to run this code, you just type this into the terminal, and then it runs. And so just open here terminal, and then I can be able to show how the code runs. That's what you type in. And when you do that, to bring. And so because the current progress, the first current progress, when you check in the guest letters, there is nothing. This is what we have. But if I begin just going to do it, since I know the word R, you can see current progress returns R, and then the rest of them, they are strings. And then if I put in E, that's how the game works. And if I put S, it keeps on doing that. It keeps on going back, and it brings the current progress, the guest letters, and then the remaining attempts. So if I make one wrong guess, because I know why it's not there, the attempts reduce. And so they will keep reducing. If they happen to reduce, for example, to 0, to just move out and say, hey, I think you're wrong, but things. So, but if I keep going right and put in the right numbers, it will, of course, not fail. So the attempts will still remain. And then U, and then A, and then, for example, if I finish and say N, so it's still a good guess. I'm congratulated. I guess the word, and it's Rustican. And we can do just a little bit of what would happen if I make very many wrong guesses. X is not there. You can see that they are reducing. Q is not there. L is not there. M is not there. E is not there. That's it, is not there. And then wrong guess, game over. Then the secret word was starting. So this is a simple code for a game. I called it Hangman, that I just practiced as I was learning about Rust language. It's actually I found it quite more easy, especially when it comes to error handling and just building it. And I know that as I continue to share with you more, as I can perhaps build an interface and maybe even build the hangman itself. It can be able to look better than that. But this is my project, and thanks for listening and for learning with me. I hope you go through the website, and also the comments that I placed into um, the code that I wrote. They're enough to explain to you what's happening and how you can use all of those different. Remember, it's all about practice. You just have to keep practicing over and over and over again. This is a language. So if you don't practice, meaning speaking it most often enough, you forget it. So practice, 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 then you can be able to understand it more. Build small projects, don't build big, small projects, and then you can be able to become proficient in it. Thank you very much for watching.